Book title: Rebirth as the Billionaire's Seventh Wife. Written by PurpleLight. Chapter 6. How dare she? When Aurora wanted to turn off the television to check the news about her incident, a familiar voice from the other end sent chills down her spine. I have been waiting for your call, Auntie Tina. I'm sorry to inform you that dinner has been canceled. My boss can't make it today. He has an urgent matter to attend to. Aurora froze momentarily, too shocked to recognize the voice. That man is indeed Alvin Russell, Alex's driver. Hello, Auntie Tina, can you hear me? Okay. I understand. A stillness hung in the air before Alvin's voice echoed from the other side. Who are you? Oh, are you Miss Aurora Spencer? Yes, Aurora replied, trying to remain calm. However, her slightly trembling hands signal her deep concern for the situation. Miss Aurora, I sincerely apologize, but today's meeting is canceled. However, my boss mentioned that he will meet with you in a few days. Aurora completely missed what Alvin had said. She was still trying to understand what was happening to her. Later, she barely heard Alvin calling her again. Miss Aurora Spencer? Can you hear me? I understand that you're upset. Please give me a few days. I promise to reach out to you soon. It's okay, sir. Please tell your boss not to rush to meet me, she finally responded, finding her voice. Becoming Alex's seventh wife was not something Aurora ever wished for. She had never imagined it. How could she find herself trapped in this situation? And dealing with his wicked mother? She couldn't imagine what Sophia Graystone would do if she discovered she had married her son for money. Miss, please don't be upset. My boss promises to fulfill your father's wish, so there's no need to worry. He can't meet you today because something important has come up. Aurora remained silent. She knew precisely how important it was. Alex's mother had forced him to return home. No way. Alex doesn't want to go home because he plans to meet Aurora Spencer? Did God punish me for interfering? Aurora thought. She was speechless thinking about that possibility. Miss Aurora, perhaps you'd like to speak with him? Alvin's voice startled Aurora. In a rush, she declined. She didn't want to talk to Alex right now. She worried that Alex would recognize her if they spoke now. Mr. Russell, I understand that Mr. Graystone is busy. As I mentioned earlier, there's no rush for our meeting. I will also travel to another city tomorrow morning. Ahohalit. She wanted to check on her incident and see her father. She didn't plan to meet Alex until she fully accepted her new self. Which city is it? Do you need me to book a flight or hotel for you? Alvin's offer only prompted Aurora to scold him silently in her mind. No need, sir. This plan was made long before the arranged marriage with your boss. Goodbye. She ended the call before Alvin could reply. Alvin Russell stared at his cell phone screen in disbelief. Wow! Did she end the call like that? What an interesting young lady. He shook his head with a smile and returned to the car. They were supposed to leave Graystone's house now, but his master appeared in a bad mood and asked him to wait while he attempted to call someone. After glancing at the back seat and seeing that his master was no longer on the call, Alvin joined him and sat behind the wheel. But a moment later, he saw Alex make another phone call. And seconds later, Alex's calm expression turned dark. He waited, hesitant to ask anything for fear that Alex would scold him again. Alvin clearly remembered how furious Alex had been when he arrived at this place. He didn't know what had happened, but Aurora seemed to have upset him. Pulling out his cell phone, Alvin texted Aurora to warn her that their boss might be upset with her too. Miss Rory, our boss, was furious. You better prepare yourself. Before Alvin could send the message, a loud growl echoed from behind. Alex's frustrated curse followed, only making Alvin tense up even more. Damn it! How could Rory ignore my call? She even turned off her cell phone. Alex slammed his phone onto the empty seat beside him and turned to Alvin. Alvin, did Rory call you again? Alex asked. Earlier, he had seen Alvin talking with someone on the phone. Alvin swallowed hard and shook his head. No, sir. I can't believe she has become so stubborn. What on earth is she doing now? Why did she turn off her cell phone? Alex continued to voice his annoyance as he grabbed his cell phone again and tried calling Aurora. But the result was the same. His call did not go through. Leaning back and massaging his forehead, Alex tried to ignore his frustration. So many things had happened that had made him genuinely angry. His family was pressuring him to marry the woman they had chosen for him. Even though he had already told them he couldn't because he had a new wife, they refused to believe him and demanded that he divorce her. Too angry to speak with them, he left before they had the opportunity to continue discussing the marriage arrangement. When he stepped outside, he discovered that Aurora had dared to disregard his orders and had left. This made him furious. How dare she? Sir, may I offer you some advice? Alvin's worried voice echoed, breaking the silence, distracting Alex. He didn't say anything, but his piercing gaze at Alvin gave him the go-ahead to speak. We should head back home, sir. Perhaps Miss Rory has arrived and her phone ran out of battery without her knowing. Alex remained silent. He tried calling Aurora's cell phone again. Still, only a robotic voice at the other end responded. The phone you are calling is inactive. Damn it. I know it's your birthday, but how dare you ignore your master like this, Rory? Alex whispered, loud enough to send a shiver down Alvin's spine. Through a moment of silence, Alvin finally voiced his thoughts. Sir, if we stay here too long, your mother or father might ask you to return inside. Alex was stunned. He was so angry at Aurora that he forgot about the possibility. Drive home now, Alex urged as he tried to rest his eyes and mind. Not long after the car started moving, Alex felt the vehicle slow down and eventually come to a stop. When Alex opened his eyes, he noticed they were still on the hill with no red light in sight. He lazily gazed at Alvin. Why did you stop? Alvin turned to Alex and said, Sir, the police have stopped our car. It seems there has been an accident. You can read this book online on Webnovel.